This is Business and Economy Network.
Hello viewer, do you know that the importance of agriculture and transportation in Nigeria cannot be overemphasized? These two very important ministries are very key in a developing an economy like Nigeria. Welcome to your program. My name is Peter Nwuche. Those of you watching us in faraway Abuja, Port Harcourt, Ilori, Kano, Kaduna, Zaria, wherever you are watching around the world, and those of you watching us via the online channels, I want to say thank you so very much. Like I just said, the agriculture sector in Nigeria is very key. It has the capacity of employing our teeming youths. For the program rundown today, we have the special report. We have the Chief Executive Officer of Mona Product Limited. They produce vegetables, oil in Lagos, Nigeria. And he did say to us that agriculture have the capacity of absorbing so much youth. And for Spotlight, today we are showcasing Nigerian Railway Corporation. Yes, you heard me, Nigerian Railway Corporation. And we have the Chief Executive Officer. And we are looking at railway transportation in Nigeria and what government is doing to reposition this unique agency of government, and which is very important when it comes to transportation around Nigeria. And we have the fashion news. This week's episode of the fashion news is loaded. Relax yourself, brace up. It's going to be deep, it's going to be incisive, and it's going to be very educative. I'll be back after this time out.
Mona Products Limited is into the production of edible soybean oil called Adan soybean vegetable oil and stands today as a top brand amongst other edible oils. Mr. Monday Etukudo is the Managing Director, Chief Executive Officer, on how the firm has managed competition in the industry, considering a lot of other companies are into edible oil production. The MD/CEO announced that Mona Product Limited has quality as its #1 core value, with special details that starts from its label through to the bottle's designs, with a special care for the content, which is the oil itself. Mona operates a just-in-time production system, making every product very fresh and healthy for consumption. Adam vegetable oil comes in various sizes, meeting the needs of Nigerians irrespective of class.
Well, our strategy is very simple. So many things we do. First of all, in terms of production, we do what is called just-in-time processing. We will receive order from wherever the customer is, we start producing. We don't produce and keep because we are on 24 hours electricity. So we do, if you send your order today, we produce overnight and send it to you tomorrow or next. So it's not a continuous thing. To hit the market, we believe in one thing, and one thing stands out when you see Adam soybean oil, is the quality. The quality starts from our label. The quality in the cap that we put, the quality in the bottle. We ensure that those details are very important, so that when the customer sees it, in fact, if you have not seen our oil before, or if you have not heard that the oil is produced in Nigeria, you would think it's a foreign product. That is what, when we started, people were thinking, oh, is American? We said, no, this is 100% Niger. It's not foreign product. So that is what we do. We were very detailed in our process of bringing the product into the market. Starting from our bottle is unique, to our label, to the way we even go about marketing the product. Usually our training is within the country. Our training is within the country, especially food safety. That is where we normally train our staff. Food safety and food handling processes. The other one that we do is the machine that we have. We train almost every quarter. We need to bring in or send them to the manufacturers. Most of them organize training to our big competitors, so we can use that opportunity to pay and send our operators and engineers to also benefit from that, and that reduces our cost of training. That is, assuming we decide to bring, if we want to bring the engineers in ourselves, that would be more expensive. But if the big players bring it, we pay so that our staff also join in that. That makes our cost, a bit minimal. That is also strategy of reducing cost in the process of, production. Challenges are very, very much in the manufacturing and agricultural sector in Nigeria. Number one is electricity. As I mentioned slightly when I was discussing previously, we are on 24 hours generator. And because of the sensitivity of the machines, the manufacturer will tell you, oh, if you have frequent power failure, it will kill one sensor, and you don't want to be in a situation where you have to bring engineers every month or every 2 months to come and look at something, or you are expecting them to send a part that has been damaged by, so we decided to run, when we are producing, we decided to run on generator. And even when we are not running, we put on the small generator to be able to power a lot of things. That is one of the challenges we have, electricity. Number two is the cost of delivery. The cost of delivery and the risk of delivery is very, very expensive for us. 20% of our cost is delivery, apart from cost of sales, which is the cost of production. Another big cost element that we have is a delivery expense, because taking it here to like maybe Onitsha or Aba, a truck driver will tell you it's 400,000, 500,000, and we also take insurance to be able, in case anything happens on the road, we'll not be telling customer story and we'll not be telling ourselves story. So we have goods in transit insurance. Those things are the cost elements that drive that we are experiencing in the industry. So there's a lot of challenges, and the challenge of also having qualified people is a challenge, because we as SMEs, we don't have the kind of salary that, when you hear the first-class students of any university will want to be part of it. So our salary is value for money. So to have somebody that is well experienced and qualified to come and work for you with that level of salary is daunting.
Rail or train transport is a means of transportation on vehicles which run on tracks, or better called rails. It is an important and very cost-effective means used to mobilize goods as well as people over especially long distance. Unlike yesteryears, the system has evolved into modern, complex and sophisticated system used both in urban and cross-country networks. Rail transport plays an unsubstitutable role in the socio-economic development of any nation. Thus, a focus on railways is critical to Nigeria becoming one of the top global economies in 2020. Though being faced with lots of inefficiency and ineffectiveness in the discharge of its duty due to a number of challenges facing the corporation, there is hope and light as the government is doing its possible best to return the Nigerian Railway Corporation to its former glory through the leadership of Mr. Fidet Ohiria, the Managing Director, Chief Executive Officer, a man with lots of experience in railway matters and has contributed in no small way to the development of the Nigerian Railway Corporation.
It's no longer news that Nigerian Railway Corporation has been in existence, and the rail industry in Nigeria is over 100 years old, over 221 years old. And they used to be the most powerful industry in Nigeria, recruiting over 42,000 people. And the story they told us that with the driver's cap, women will be struggling to get them married to railwaymen. And as at then, the colonial master built the rail system, because I'm not one of those who believe that they didn't try. They tried by saying they built a system to be able to move farm produce out of the country and import goods. That's why you have them two horizontal and crossing each other. That's Kaduna and Kafanchan. So, but ever since, we have not done by a sort of modernizing or expansion. There are some previous efforts to make the rail work. But when you invest and stop not investing, it will come back to where you started. So it's not just, that's what we are trying to do now, that when you bring it back, let us have that effort to continue to maintain it. So you don't rehabilitate, you come again and rehabilitate without doing the maintenance. So it is not a one thing that you do it today without doing the necessary thing that you are supposed to do, either quarterly, half yearly, or yearly. With no time, it will be worse off than what it was. So the essence of what we are preaching now is to make sure that if we have a system, we should keep it running and also do what is required to make the test of time, so that Nigerians can enjoy the benefits of having a good rail system. Thank God everybody is talking about the rail system in Nigeria. Sometime there was a time it was suggested that they should stop. There's no more rail in Nigeria. And we went to prayers and we survived, and rail is still existing. And as of today, the government has shown big interest by going, not only keeping the narrow gauge working, they are also trying to modernize by doing this, what we call the standard gauge. And we are trying to put all our effort together, supporting the government so that they can meet their set goals. Right now, the present government is saying extended modern track. So immediately they came in, they made sure that the Kaduna Abuja started, and the pressure on that track today is much than what we expected. At the time we were starting, we were saying, how do we get passenger to Edo? Or how do we get passenger to Rigasa? But today we are saying, how do we limit the number of passengers that are coming? Because the pressure on the rolling stock and the staff and all is much, because the demand quite outstrips supply. But the good news is that we have also ordered coaches. Since coaches and locomotives is not what you go to ShopRite and buy, you have to make your design and make your specific specification. And what we are expecting now, we are improving on the present coaches we have. So it's not just because we have bought this, bring another set. So based on the comment, the feedback we get with our riders, so we are trying to improve on the standard of coaches and make more reliable locomotive. So we are expecting by between November and December, we expect those coaches. There are some what we call diesel multiple units, and they are beautiful to look at, to provide service for Nigerians, so that the present pressure both on us, the staff and government, are making sure that Nigerians are able to enjoy the benefit of good rail service come into play. We hope by this time next year that pressure will be out. And the story of Nigerian Railway Corporation cannot be complete by not mentioning the present effort the former minister and the new minister have put into it. He has encouraged us, and he has shown us that it's benefit when you are patriotic and when you do more than what is expected of you. So that is the management and staff and the board are trying to emulate him and take the rail to the next level. Our mission is to be one of the best in the world in the rail industry. That's our vision, and to put the best practice in place. We are talking about the rail engineering. We are not talking about looking back. We are thinking about catching up. So anything we bring into our system should not be the one of today, should be the one of tomorrow, so that we don't spend time regretting what we have done. So that what we are doing now is that the government policy is that, for instance, there should not be rail and road crossing themselves, having some what we call level crossing. They should be completely separated from one another. So that within Lagos alone, we are talking over 13 flyovers. Because, for instance, if you are going to Mushin, you count about 3 what we call level crossing, where the road and rail are going to cross each other. But now we are trying to elevate it. It's either the rail is up, the road is down, or the road is up and the rail is under. It's enormous, and the money to do that is quite huge. And don't forget, Lagos area is already built up, and we will get it right, and the people after us will not have cause to complain, because if you do it now, you will not repeat it tomorrow. So our mission is that to be among the best players in transportation in Nigeria, using well-motivated staff. This because the human capital is very, very important. If you can spend your money building the infrastructure without building up the human capacity and making sure your staff are well paid and they are motivated, because the machine cannot move themselves. It's not speculation. It's over 70% completed. Some weeks back, we were able to take a train on the standard gauge, narrow gauge from Ebute Junction to a place before Iju or after Iju, and we use the standard gauge from Iju to Ibadan and back. Some of the journalists were part of that trip, and if not of the obstacles and hindrances we had in Lagos, like the gas pipeline, fuel pipeline, crude oil pipeline, water within the Lagos area, because we are using the same route of the narrow gauge, because it was quite expensive to go off our already acquired route. But however, there are what they call it, encumbrances on those areas. And as we are now, the contractor are making the formation towards Apapa. And the president in the Lagos state government, without messing words, has supported us to make sure all those hindrances that were there before now are all out. They have come out full force and playing their role as the provider of the land and ensuring that all the required space required for track are being cleared. So we are hoping that, to be sincere and honest, by December, we should have linked Iju to Ebute Junction. And by then, our rolling stock would have come in, because we have already ordered rolling stock, that is local coaches and wagon, would have come in and will be able to run, if not at least December, by January, full operation from a place we call Ebute Junction to Moniya in Ibadan. The track is the place, the station, signaling that we are working on.
Fashion is David Tilale's Antelope Bumper jacket, which obviously we know he's one of the best African designers. And of course, this jacket has been sold globally.
I can affirm that this particular jacket has been sold globally, especially a top model, Naomi Campbell, was spotted wearing this jacket. And yet again, an African personality and actress,
Definitely.
Florence Kasumba, has also been seen wearing the same very jacket in the meeting one of the world's favorite person, Prince Harry.
Oh, that's cool, really
and guess
cool.
who the third person is going to be seen that wearing the jacket?
Me? Me?
No, of course it's me. I meant me.
Are you kidding me? This is female. Have you seen it?
That's true. That's the world you can take it. Dreams do come true, they say, and for Tebe Magugu, the South African designer, his dream has come true, as finally he has clinched the LVMH prize for African Designer of the Year.
Of course, Tebe, you've been winning strictly this year, and I am so proud of you. African Fashion TV is also proud of you, and thank you very much for winning the best award this year.
Please, I can't be proud of such a young and fine gentleman.
Yeah.
I wish he was my brother.
You wish not. Chuba Grace is an African jewelry designer, showcased her 2020 collection at the Smithsonian American Art Museum.
Oh, and I'm impressed too, Braggett, after the event had this to say, and I quote, Thank you, Downtown, for giving us the opportunity to showcase our Royalty 2020 collection. The event was amazing and the organizers were fantastic. We are still impressed by the reviews we've seen so far.
I'm telling you, such amazing piece, and that is what you get for making good jobs, don't you think?
Of course, when you put in the work and you get the job done, your rise is rewarded.
Definitely. Still on the news, don't forget that when it comes to red carpet moments, we have fun, glamour, excitement, and of course, we have amazing beauties. And here's what we have to show you on the red carpet moment.
Doing?
I'm fine, thank you.
You don't smile often, do you?
I do. This is me smiling.
Wow, 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 wow.
Wow.
I love your outfit. I love your outfit. What's your name?
My name is Kunto.
Also, what is our team of fashion investigators led by our beautiful host Princess Onums investigate all fashion crime and bring to the table problems surrounding the African fashion industry and provide apt solutions to them.
Hello guys, welcome to today's episode of Fashion Investigating Team, or as some of you may know it to be FIT. I am your host, Princess Onums. I have with me today in the studio my co-host, Mrs. Erebi Onome Obe. She's the CEO of Erestic Designs. You look so beautiful, ma'am.
Thank you.
Welcome
Hello everyone.
to the show.
Slaying in our Erestic Design.
I also have Chike Modi, the CEO of Zalima Grazioni. He's like one of the best designers I've ever met. And it's always a great pleasure.
You know, Princess, you always get me there. It's my pleasure. Good evening, everybody.
Good evening. On today's episode, we will be talking about the topic, can a lady slay after marriage or childbirth?
And of course, you all know that when it comes to keeping fit in African attires, you should know what to eat and when to eat.
This is Business and Economy Network. This is Business and Economy Network.
Run away from the shadow. Yes. Oh, yeah. Stop there. Huh? Where do you think you're going? Huh? Like I told you, I am your shadow. Pay me
my money. Sorry, landlord, I'll pay you your money. No, for me.
Are you not tired of being a tenant? At Revolution Plus, we offer affordable housing in our 29 estates across Nigeria. Contact us now on +234 906 000 0991 or visit www.revolutionplusproperty.com. Revolution Plus Property, affordable house.
Well, viewers, this is where time will permit us on your program this week. I want to thank you, and you, especially all the calls that you guys have actually made, inquiries. We want to thank you so very much. We are here to serve you better. But remember this, perseverance, focus, and determination will take a man or even an organization to the height. You've heard what the CEO of Mona Product has said. What about the CEO of Nigerian Railway Corporation? And what about the fashion news? But I'm so excited about the fashion segment because we are looking at new styles, news about fashion within Nigeria, within Africa, and around the world. Well, keep it coming. Let your criticism come and your commendation as well, because we are here to serve you better. On behalf of everybody in the house, I want to say thank you so very much. Tomorrow is another day. We shall do this again. God's willing. Stay blessed.